scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, but from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
And a chance!
It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Danilo.
Bremer.
And it's played forward. Rodri, that's a delicate pass. Ederson can get it clear. He's got away. Pedro Porro. Now here's the delivery. And he's heaved it away.
Sara. Bremer.
Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Neymar chasing after it. Can he get onto this? Neymar. And he's managed to get free. And that was very necessary. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Rodri. Sara.
Bremer.
Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Aim forwards. Rodri. Baina. Subimendi. Mosquera. Mosquera forwards and with intent. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Cucurella. Baina. Cucurella. Cucurella gently done. Bremer. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. That's really well manoeuvred. Danilo. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out towards the right. And the shot!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Sara. Rafinha.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mosquera. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And it's Guimaraes. Neymar. Neymar played out to the left flank. Ball comes in. And that has been cleared. And here's Rafinha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zubimendi. Kubasi. Baina. Cucurella. Moved on forwards. Baina. Baina shifted upfield. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cucurella. Very nicely done. Ferran Torres. And it's played in. Vinicius Junior, spread out to the left, tries to dink it through. Neymar, now it's Neymar. Unai Simon claims it without any fuss. Zubimendi. Spain just doing what they're good at, possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. That looks a good ball through. And it's Porro. And it's been played through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
Turns and goes back. Mosquera gets it clear. Sara have it back and can go again. Good chance here! Rafinha, played with finesse. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the left it goes. And it's Cucurella. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neymar. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, sweet feet. Can he spark a counter here? Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. And that has put paid to that. Baina calmly anticipates. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mosquera. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. And play for a throw. Now it's Rafinha. Could try cutting inside here. Cleared away. It's really well cleared. Ferran Torres going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Baina. Kubasi. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Kubasi. Baina. Pau Kubasi played up towards the front line. Does really well to win the ball there. Bremer. Marquinhos. Sara. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. And it's played forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Yamal. And it goes cross-field. Baina. And it's Rodri. And a chance! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Bruno Guimaraes getting this one clear. Rafinha. Searching pass he's played there. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Yamal. Bruno Guimaraes, and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Danilo. Danilo gets a cross in. And he won't reach that. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? They did it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Brazil grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yamal. Rodri. Bina. Now it's... And the finish! Is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Subimendi. It's a great ball. And here's Bina. Bruno Guimaraes tries to clear. Rafinha. Rodri. Probing pass. Bullish header! Oh, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Marquinhos. Sara. Marquinhos looks to the other side. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Crossing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yamal. Mosquera. Subimendi. Mosquera. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted. Driving on and making good progress. Ball played through for the wide man. Yamal delivered across. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Bremer forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Good play on the left-hand side here. And he welcomes it in. Face to face with the keeper. Great challenge, time to perfection. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Bina. Kubasi. Neymar. 15 minutes till half-time. Bruno Guimaraes out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Looking for a decent ball in. Now the delivery. Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Great run on the overlap here. And that's aimed into the middle. And the keeper beats it away. It's a nicely shaped ball. He's found the... Goes for a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Brazil have reclaimed it. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha puts a cross in. Too much on that, it's gone out. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Mosquera. Subimendi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ferran Torres. Yamal. Ferran Torres! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bremer, gently done. Moved on forwards. Driving on, a real charge here. Nicely shaped cross. Bina. Good spin of possession this, but very little to show for it. Danilo aim forwards. Subimendi. Yamal. Decent chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Rafinha, now he's off and running. Bruno Guimaraes. Bina. Kubasi. Mosquera. Rodri, and the keeper's got it again. Mosquera. Pedro Porro, who's set up one goal so far. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. That's really well manoeuvred. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Sara. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal. Pedro Porro. And it's played forward. Bremer. Neymar. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Guimaraes. Neymar. It's run loose here. Vinicius Junior! Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Been taken short. Across it goes. And that has been cleared. Now it's Neymar. Danilo. Oh, some tackle that. It's anyone's ball now. Mosquera defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's going to go a long way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal's cross. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Sara forwards and with intent. In it comes. Bremer with the clearance. And here's and a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Throw-in. That has found him in acres of space. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Climbs up big! That has been knocked clear. Zubimendi wins the duel this time. Ferran Torres, a good take in a good area. Baina with the short one. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Baina. Baina! There's the header! That's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Yamal. Rodri. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Yamal. Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his... goes for the shot! That's tidy. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Vinicius, real chance! He's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Rodri. Yamal. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. Tries to get it clear. And it's Rodri. Rodri. And here's Yamal. Moved on forwards. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Matheus Cunha. Danilo. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Great it's Neymar! Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Kubasi. Ferran Torres chasing after it. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Rodri. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Over to the left. And it's Cucurella. Baina. Cucurella. And here's Ferran Torres. Marquinhos tries to clear. They've played it short. Danger averted for now. Pedro Porro. So who's he picking out? There's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Brazil, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Bremer, gently done. Marquinhos. Bremer. Matheus Cunha. They get a throw in. Hit into the middle. Neymar. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Cleared without complication. Keeper has taken decisive action, and the shot!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Unai Simon, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we're into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's really well manoeuvred. Bremer. Maciej Cunha. Danilo. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Mosquera. Marquinhos. Subimendi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Sara. Maciej Cunha. Back into the middle. Unai Simon sends that a long way. Rodri. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Subimendi. And it's Baina. Baina. Now he's got space. And he shoots! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Danilo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Rodri. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri. Proves too strong. Cucurella gets into a good position. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Sara. Maciej Cunha. Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. And now the breakaway. Maciej Cunha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pedro Porro. Subimendi. That looks a cracking ball. Ferran Torres. Well, that's well seen too. And here's Vinicius Junior. Absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mosquera. Rodri. Almost an hour gone. Rodri. Kubasi. Neymar played out to the left flank. And here's Rafinha. Picks it up out wide. Now it's Ferran Torres. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Danilo proves just a little bit too strong. Pedri. And that's a throw-in. Played into the middle. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Zubimendi. Marquinhos. Bremer. Matheus Cunha. Neymar. And it's Danilo. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Mosquera. Zubimendi. Kubasi. Cucurella.
If they're happy keeping possession, fair enough, Peter, but it isn't going to help them pose much of a threat by keeping it there.
Cucurella. And here's Ferran Torres. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Zubimendi. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Ferran Torres! Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Sara, and it's played forward. Rodri. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Rodri. And here's Yamal. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Matches Cunha! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kubasi can get it clear. Matches Cunha. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. Danilo. Can he deliver? Rodri shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Neymar. Pedri. Zubimendi. Rodri. Now it's Rodri. He's gone for goal! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Sara. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bremer. Sara. Bremer. Matches Cunha. Aim forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kubasi. Mosquera forwards and with intent. Danilo. Matches Cunha. Marquinhos. Sara. Danilo. Danilo making good progress on the right-hand side. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Ferran Torres. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Marquinhos. Neymar. Danilo. Sara. That's a cute ball. Great work on the overlap. Going to be disappointed with that. Bremer. That's a look and plays it forward. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's good play. A chance to play it in. And here's Yamal. Clears it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
What a throw in. Marquinhos. Bremer. Bremer looking for a runner. Danilo picks it up now. Matheus Cunha. He's had a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. Short, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Rafinha! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rafinha really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Rafinha plays it short.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vinicius shot, surely! Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Kubasi. Played out to the right. Now it's Yamal. And it's Rodri. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it. Oh, it's come loose. Pedri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bremer. That's an imaginative pass. Great ball if he can... Rafinha! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Zubimendi. Pedri. Zubimendi. Ferran Torres. Subimendi. Oh, good spread. And here's Yamal. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. And the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Cucurella clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cucurella. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Play towards the front line. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Caresses it through. Gets it away. There will be a throw-in. Nice interception, well timed.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The final 5 minutes. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. This could be their final throw of the dice. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened.
Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pedri goes short. Spain with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Marquinhos tries to clear. Spain to make one last surge forward. Kubasi. And it's Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Defending of the desperate variety.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That's very neat. They need to get it in quick. Nice physical challenge.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Marquinhos gently done. Neymar. Bremer. Pedri.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Marquinhos is onto it in a flash. Some good work on the right flank here. He has found the way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Ferran Torres, lobbed in behind. Ederson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Cucurella. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. cuts out the supply. Yamal. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. That's a nicely shaped ball. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ferran Torres. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Cucurella. And here's Oyarzabal. And he's there to get it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Sara. Rafinha. Rafinha played out to the left flank. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. And there goes the final whistle.